Well, things running pretty good, but my neighbor is having trouble with his DR. Story goes, he's had this about a year, and he tried to get it running yesterday, and he can't get it running. And he wants to know if I'll take a look at it. No prime, no choke, I guess. No oil changes. That's scary. Yeah. So, a little bit of walk around on it. So, man, I wonder how you change the strings on that. So yeah, it looks pretty much brand new. He said he's had it for a year. Yeah, there we go again. No prime, no choke, no oil changes. Well, if no oil changes, why do they give you a dipstick? And yeah, I might have to look at that. It might be a little low. The block design doesn't seem to have changed much. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is pull the cap and see if I can find the carburetor. Now I guess before going too far, we're going to see if it's got spark. Now, where's the pull rope's way over here. So, yeah, we got spark. It's more likely going to be fuel related. I smell gas. It smells like it might be flooded. Alright, let's go look at the carburetor. Alright, well, I'm just scoping out the carburetor here. Yeah, there's 2 bolts back there, but I do not know how we're going to get to those if I want to pull the carburetor off. Yeah, I'm going to have to pinch the line. This thing's got a full tank of gas, but I'm betting it's in the carburetor where we got a problem. Either that or the valves need adjusted. So, yeah, let me think about how to remove this carburetor. Yeah, it's got to be in this carburetor because this is loose. I wonder if the O-ring's bad in it, but I got to figure out these 2 linkages and how they're going to come off. Well, I'm not seeing anything wrong with the carburetor other than this fuel bowl was cockeyed, like it had been hit. I don't know if that might have been causing something. It did have gas in it, so yeah. So it's checking the float, holding pressure, and then we turn it. So it's working like it should. All right. Well, I didn't see anything really wrong with the carb. I checked the bowl, I checked the float, everything's working as it should. I've got the gas tank back on. I think I'm going to pull the plug and just take a look and see what that tells us. Well, that plug actually looks really good. I'm going to put the pull starter back on it and just make sure I got a spark jump in the gap. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's been used very much at all. So, spark tester doesn't really test a spark plug. So, I'm going to spin it here and take a look and see if I see it. Oh, I didn't see anything, did you? Let me reposition. Well, it's a good day to be working inside. That's all I can say. Yep. Still working on this. I think I found something though. Okay, so here's the spark plug, and you can see the gap right there. And I got my spark tester on it. I re-gapped the coil because when I was using the drill to spin it, I'd get a pop every once in a while. So watch the spark plug and the tester. Here we go. I got a healthy spark in the tester. But if you look at the spark plug, there's no spark. Well, it's real weak. So yeah, we're gonna try a new plug in it, see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna try a new plug in it, see what happens, because I'm just seeing real tiny and it's intermittent. So I think I got a bad spark plug there. So the only thing I could find with this was a weak spark plug. So it's got a new spark plug. I went ahead and put it back together because if this don't fix it, I don't know what's wrong. Well, that's more than I had last time. Well, for heaven's sake. This thing's got me stumped. I thought it was going to go. When I pulled back on this, it's got that automatic choke thing on it. And I'm not quite sure how that works. Yeah, it's still not right. Well, I got to looking up carburetors online, and Jack Small Engines has a diagram of this, and there's this part called 117, and 117 is the main jet. And I took the carb back apart and I looked at that little hole, and it sure looked plugged to me. So I hit it with my air hose, and now I can see daylight through it. So yeah, I've already drained the gas and already removed the carb. So now I'm putting it all back together, and we're going to try this again. Okay, so I blew out the main jet. Let's see what happens now. That's what it was. Well, we're back on the bench. I had to pull the plug wire to shut it off because one, I wasn't sure letting go of this or adjusting that turns it off, but neither did I. I'd had to pull the plug wire. So I drained the gas, pulled the air filter, pulled the top, and the coil is up here, and I followed the wire down, and the kill switch is right there. So all I had to do was take and loosen this screw and push this in just a little bit, tighten it up, and now it grounds out. So we're going to go try this again. Seems like third time's a charm for these things. So yeah, it wouldn't shut off, so I think I got that adjusted right. I don't have to hold the bell bar to start it. I learned that. Perfect. All right, you can go back to my neighbor now.